Chandler's Channel. I'm Tracy with your intuitive weekly reading for October 20th through 26th, 2014. So welcome back, guys. We are in a bit of a brighter spot here today. The lighting's not as good as perhaps as it is when I usually do the video, but let's work with this and see what it brings us. I hope to get some better lighting, and then maybe we'll go from there. Let me know what you think, if you like this, or maybe you preferred the beautiful picture behind me with the blue and white. And right away, I know that JC is here already, so let's jump in for our weekly reading and see what Whitehawk and perhaps JC, Jesus Christ, has to say. Indeed, little ones, Whitehawk begins. Welcome to you all, here and now, to and fro, there and everywhere. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I see him, and he's standing on a stage, and there's a bunch of you, a bunch of us. Okay, I'm standing off to the side, I guess, of the stage, because I guess I'm the one translating this. And there are many of you, and many of you come close to the stage, and we're outside. It's an outdoor stage, and it always has that familiar forest line behind us. I don't know if you're following us, but usually it's like a dirt ground, and then a bit of grass that's been worn, and then we have the forest line behind us oftentimes when we come. And I wouldn't say there's many people to go back to the forest line, but there is quite a few people. And I'm reminded JC is here. Sorry, I'm wiggling that. I'll turn this way. And Whitehawk says, yes, he is very much indeed. So let's welcome JC to the stage. So JC comes up the stairs in his white tunic or garb or robe, whatever you want to call it. And it's the one with a rope, a braided rope. And he has on, excuse me, his Jesus sandals. And as he's coming up on stage, there's a beautiful seagull, white seagull, that flies overhead, squeaking or squawking as he makes his way onto the stage, which then allows me to see that indeed there is a sea or an ocean behind us, a body of water, and it is salt water, so that's why I say sea or ocean behind us. And Whitehawk finally gets up JC finally gets up to Whitehawk and takes the mic from Whitehawk and turns to you all and says, hi, welcome everybody. And as he's speaking to you, a white dove comes down onto his hand, and he holds the white dove as he speaks. Yes, welcome to you all. Welcome to finally arriving at your destination after a very, very long journey, my friends. For indeed, this was where you were always meant to be. And we have waited a long time, and we continue to wait for many others to arrive. But for now, it is just us. And I just wanted to take a personal moment to come out here and thank you all for your journey. For I know indeed it has been, crucial for you to arrive. Therefore, a very enduring journey, has it not? And people, you could have heard a pin drop when he was speaking, but now that he has stopped, people are like, Jesus, Jesus. It's almost like reporters and paparazzi, right? There's no cameras, but they're like, they have their hands up and they want to talk to him and they want to hear, ask him questions. And he says, yes, pets, but now is not the time. I will allow Whitehawk to continue with his message for you, but I can speak with you in private. You know how to find me, children. It is very simple. At just the drop of a hat, I am there. And so then he moves back behind Whitehawk, and this time so the dove has just sat on his shoulder. And Whitehawk takes the mic and he says, yes, children. This upcoming week, although the past week was very, very devastating for many, this upcoming week will be very enlivening for many of you, if not all of you, simply because when we spoke before of a clear path coming to or finding its way to you, this will be the week that the clear path will show itself to you. For I know many of you have been saying what happened to this clear-cut path we were meant to have in October. So that is the good news, children. The good news is that the clear-cut path is now going to arrive. The bad news is, and I do not like being the bearer of bad news, but the bad news is that it will be a torrential downpour of sorts of things this week. And so we're all kind of like, well, that's weird. You're saying it's a clear-cut path, but torrential downpour, I don't know, I don't understand. And he says, yes. When I mean a torrential downpour, I mean that there's much energy coming into the planet. And as he was saying that, like I seen like a torrential downpour, but it didn't feel like rain. It wasn't rain. It felt more like from space, so from the cosmos. It felt more like energy drops, I guess is the way to put it, instead of rain. Kind of like maybe a meteor shower, but it was more energy. It wasn't actually the little meteors. Energy drops falling. Yes, that will be the torrential downpour. And as always, for those of you who have been here and have learned well, you know that that affects us. It affects our consciousness, affects us personally, and affects us impersonally. And so there will be blips here and blips there, but nonetheless, your path will reveal itself next week. So be blessed, children, as you move through this week with these torrential downpours. And I see people trying to sort of dodge this energy. And he goes, there will be so much, children, that you cannot dodge it. The only way you can go is to go through it, as we have learned many a times. The only way to get through anything is to go through it, is to get through the other side. Go through today to get to tomorrow. And the way that it will affect you, children, is that you may find that your moods are very up and down. And that is because, one, yes, the energy coming into the planet, but two, you're helping to clear your path. You're helping to set the way for yourself. And so you may be irritable one moment and then see the light the next, and then be irritable again because, well, all of a sudden you don't see the light. But keep through it, children, and by the end of the week, Saturday, Sunday, you will see the light very well indeed. God bless. God bless, children. And off he exits the stage. As does JC. Well, there you go. So it should be an interesting week ahead for us, guys. No dodging that energy downpour that's going to come, but let's see if we see that clear-cut path. So on Monday will be the November monthly reading. It's November already. 2 more months, and then we're like into 2015. How redonkulous is that? So join me on Monday for that. And the 27th is the Ask Tracy episode where my subscribers submit questions, and I choose 2 of them to be answered in the Ask Tracy episode of October 27th. So if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. And if you haven't asked a question, please do. We'll see you then. Take care. God bless. I'm Tracy for Chandler's Channel.